So welcome back to Bookshop Simulator. Okay, we're go to load the game. We are on day 15. We have no deliveries. Books are pretty much stocked. So we turn lights on, open up. But I'm thinking about going back to the first store because there's achievements. It says that I open up all expansions in like each store that we get. I was thinking about going back to that one and seeing if I can get all the expansions on that so I can get the achievements. But with the pets, and I'm thinking about doing the pets last. It's like after we do everything else. But I hope people's days were pretty good. Mine was kind of okay. Had to go pay bills mostly. But it wasn't so bad because my water bill, it's like for the past 2 months, what each month was like over $120, and that's with water and sanitation and all that stuff. But it was pretty low. I wanted to go pay it. It was like almost $90 because that's usually what I pay. It's like after my mom passed away, I took over the house because it's what I inherited. So I started paying like all the utilities and stuff that I wasn't paying before. But water, sanitation, all that stuff was about 90 $96 a month. But then about a year after I started taking over everything, was getting $100 and like $120, and so I was contacting them. I was like, why is my bill going up? Well, apparently the city decided that they needed new trucks and new equipment. So even though they get government stipends to buy this stuff and to pay their people, they raise the prices of uh, townspeople in order to uh, pay for all this stuff, which really pissed off a lot of people. And then they're like, "Well, you should have went to the meeting that we had," which really pissed off even more people because nobody notified anybody that they were doing a meeting, and they knew that what they were doing was wrong. And then it took a while for them to get the prices back, but nobody got an apology. Nobody got any really didn't get anything. And it's like we couldn't go to like a different uh, water company or whatever because in our area you only have one. So I was glad that it got decreased. So then it's like after that we had to stop and get some groceries. Wasn't a whole lot. It was just basic groceries like uh, bread and fruits and stuff like that. But it still came to like about 200 and something. Okay, so I gotta get some more stock. Yeah, I need a player level 16 to do this. But let me see if I can get up. Okay, I can do this. I get one of those. By that. I can do a comic. Okay, so we got let's do Major Miracle. Okay, so I can get one of each. Then we'll do those and get four of these, which I cannot do now. Okay, so we can do it now. We're gonna close. Okay, I'll move this thing. It said that this location is good with comics. So we'll see how good it is. Okay, we didn't get anything really good on this one. Okay, so for Lady Justice, it says that price is at 5. Okay, and then Captain Orbit is at 5. Major Miracle is at 5. Okay, so I guess the comics are set for 5s. Okay, so we'll see if people come in and get those. We have 119 left. Okay, you just barely pay our bills. Okay, come in, turn lights on, shop. Really interested to see if anybody is like going to mod this game. Because they pretty much mod every game. Sometimes the mods are pretty good. They're kind of interesting to check out and everything. And then you get these weirdos who like mod uh like Pokemon games that are like not safe for work. I really don't understand why it's called not safe for work, because it means like, why are you doing this stuff at work anyways? $0.80. Is there something price? Okay, it's 17. about my way. It's at 15. Okay, that one there was it. Okay, so we'll go. We'll change that to 20. $72. Okay, I need to buy some more books. Let's see, we get one of these. That'll bring me to 300. And I'll go ahead and get one of those. Okay, so we got a new comic book unlocked. Yeah, the comics seem to be selling pretty good. Yeah, my dog, she wouldn't stay home because we had her put up because we were going to go like pay bills and get groceries and stuff. So we had her in her room. Okay, she's got full run of the laundry room, the I guess you call it a second living room because it's basically what it was used for. So she's got like half of that because that's where we put her kennel pen type thing. It's basically just like a big old giant cage, but that's where she sleeps at. It's like we don't like shove her in there and lock her up or anything. We got it set up where it's got some pillows and some blankets and stuff. So she goes in there and she sleeps. And because we were leaving and she wanted to go with us and she's having a fit. So that's what we do. We bring her with us. She's like going bananas, which I don't understand why, because we take her places all the time. But so we go pay the water bill and everything. She's with my sister, and then we go and get groceries. So we have I guess you'd call it like a super extend cab. So you put like 4 people in the back, and you got your front, you got your driver and your passenger. So it's a 4-door truck, and she's in the back. We've got all 4 windows rolled down to where she could literally stick her head out, but not enough where she could like get out without really trying to get out. And we're in the store, and people are griping at us when we come back out because it's too cold for her to be out there. I'm like, she's husky. She sleeps in the snow if we let her. And then there's like, there's nothing in there for her. What if something happens? I'm like, she has one of those travel uh bowl things, so she's got water. And it's like, we didn't give her like any food or anything because we're not going to stay that long. So it's just enough for her to keep herself hydrated. And so it's like, people need to mind their own business. I mean, I can understand if it was like 200 degrees outside and you left a dog in a car and or something, but she's fine. It's what that's what her breed does. It's like they stay out in cold weathers. So I had to deal with that for a while. And then you got people who don't know how to drive, trying to park. Swear we almost got hit like 4 or 5 times. And then you got these dumbasses who go up there and it's like try to walk behind you while you're trying to back out. They know what they're doing. Try and get a payday. So we got these 3 books. I think I'm gonna wait on those. Refill my shelves. Okay, so I got 150 to play with. See what. So I'll just do this one book and we'll put these up. Okay, nothing special in this one. Okay, got an autograph. Okay, we'll go 170 on that one. You know, I wouldn't mind a game where it's you're in a bookshop and all you have is like used books. Okay, so we got an autograph. Okay, so we got a first edition. We have 300. Okay, so we end today. Do gotta pay my bills, but kind of short. But we nope, can't pay rent. Pay electricity, but we'll wait. I don't know why they go and search these because they can't buy anything from them. I can pay my rent now. $3. I think one more sale might push us over to the next level. Because there's another series I want to check out. Try to get the achievement for. Yep. Okay. Okay, so there's a series. It's right here, the court. So it's Janet Glass. I know it's these three right here, but see if there's any. I don't think it's anything else. Okay, so we need a player level 17. But let's see, where's that at? Okay, it's after taking the life of a mystical creature, 19-year-old Feyre is taken to a new world where she is held captive by an attractive immortal fairy. If this is based off of a book, I have no idea what it is. So if anybody knows, please leave a comment. Let me know what it is. And some of these books, I do know what they're parroting, but then there's some that I don't. Like the one that we just unlocked, and then the fog. I think it's called Fogborn. Yeah, because I don't know what this one's about. Pit of Dissensions, the book 2. Because it's like some of them I do know, like this one, it's obvious it's Harry Potter, and it's like Count Dracula, Frankenstein, House on Haunted Hill, uh, Fellowship of the Bling is like Lord of the Rings. It's like Lord of the Bling, and then this one's like the Time Engine. It's yeah, it's the time machine, but this right here is like I have no idea. Court of Horns and Poses. So, like I said, if you guys know what these are, please let me know. Okay, I think I'm gonna buy some. Okay, first, I'm gonna get another shelf. Okay, we buy that. And get these. Get this. This one. Okay, so that should do it. And we can get some comics. Yeah, we're out, so we close so we can get some stuff away. Okay, we move this. Move this one. Okay, we get our colors in. Okay, it's up against the wall. think we can go back a little bit more. Okay, that's set for 17. I try to get the books in order, so this is book 2, so first one go right on top. Yeah, I'll go with that one. I was debating whether to change the price. I could go 15. I was like, eh. Okay, that's set for 13. I think all the horror books are set for 13. Yep. Okay, then we got our comic books. Good thing there's nothing fragile, because the way that delivery driver just throws boxes out. Okay, so we in today. Okay, I'm gonna. I need like 30 grand for the Japanese uh store. Let's go here. Okay, no deliveries or anything. Everything here is okay, but I need some money, so I'm going to sell some Okay, sell that for 5. Okay, so we got 3 shells, the used book, and the expensive book one. Okay, so now we go back to Paris. It's our current store. And I can get me some used books. So I'll get 2 of these. Then I'll get 2 of these ones. You see what's the difference between them? Yeah, because that right there would definitely break things. So these are the usual used books. Okay, we got an autograph. The girl with a Hydra tattoo. I'll go 157. That was a... I didn't really care for that movie. I know it's part of the Hannibal Lecter series, but it's like in that universe. It's like the girl with the dragon tattoo. Okay, so we got another autograph. I mean, the movie was okay. It's like the book. I didn't really get into the book too much, but I mean it was okay. And then it's like I saw the movie and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll check that out. I mean, it's like I kind of liked the book, but I didn't really get into it. But then it's like the movie was like, yeah, I mean, it was good. Okay, it's like Julia Child's cookbook. Then we got a new counter, I think. But my mom had a couple of those Julia Child cookbooks. Yeah, it's 111. But what was that stuff that it said I got? Okay, here's the Christmas and holidays for Halloween and stuff. I think I got like manager's desk, okay. But let's see, what book do we get? Say we got like a book. But I don't see anything. Oh well. Not really that important right now. Then we got another France used books. Uh, the last 3 we got autographed books. This one we didn't get nothing. I have a mild case of OCD, so like got it. I mean, it's not like where I gotta have like uh all certain colors or anything, because that right there would drive somebody freaking nuts. But I gotta have it like semi. That's why everything's gotta snap when I play these games. But we're all good. And it's like I don't actually have to have everything even, because sometimes I have to have things odd numbers. And it's like the therapist that I had at the time said it's perfectly normal, which I didn't think it was normal. But I mean, it's like my insurance paid her like thousands of dollars, so I think she knew what she might know things. Hopefully. But I was like, I haven't seen her in six. Yeah, I think it's about 6 years. It's like I hurt my back about 10, 11 years ago. So it's like I went to physical therapy for about 4, almost 5 years, and my physical therapist, they said that I was doing pretty good. So I think I've mentioned this before in like other videos, but my insurance company, they were going to cancel my physical therapy because I want. Yeah, they said that I was not at the place that they thought I should be at, which really pissed off my main physical therapist, the doctor that was running the place, because he was telling us like I need this physical therapy because I need to rehab my back, I need to rehab my knees and stuff, because my my back and my knees were so messed up. Because I did construction work out of high school, and people who have done construction work knows what toll it does on the body. So I did I did construction work for somewhere around like 5, 6 years, and then after that I went to work at the truck stop diner thing. And I did that job for about 10 years until the owner. I don't understand how the owner that place stayed open the way she did, because the the government had to come in and they shut her down for almost 3 months, and then they did some sort of a buyout type deal where they gave her money so she could pay off her fines and the people who worked for her. And then They opened up a second restaurant, and basically the same thing happened to them, where the government had to come in and help them out. And then uh, they messed up with everything on the store that I worked at. So they shut that place down. And then they sold off their second store. And then they opened up a third one. And they really messed that one up, where the government came in and basically took it from them. And then they had to sell their multi-million-dollar house that they built. But it's like, if you have your whole family working for you, that's okay. But when they're actually stealing right in front of you, and you blame your employees why your business is not doing so good, you have no business whatsoever to operate anything. Because there was this, they call it a safe. But it's like, you put rolls of money in it, and when you operate it, it makes this clinking sound. Well, apparently the owner's son would put his foot in the machine, and when they would like drop money in or anything, it didn't make like such a loud sound, but you still heard it. And people would go to the owner and tell her what's going on, but she wouldn't like do anything about it. And then they would order these large amounts of food, and it would come to like almost $100 on the bill. And then they would like, put it on my tab. We're like, what? So they wrote out a ticket that got put into the system to put it on their tab. But when it came time to pay this tab, it's like, well, that ticket was not in the system anymore. So we were out of in a month, like almost $1,000. And that was just from the owner's grandsons. They would come in, order breakfast. They'd come in, order supper. But it's like, if an employee was getting hungry, because by law, you're supposed to, if you work in like a restaurant or something, you get one meal a day in our state that the company is supposed to pay for. But no, it's like, if you're hungry, or if you get like thirsty or something, they make you pay for those food and drinks. So at first, when I got there, I was like, yeah, I don't mind that. So yeah, I go and I pay like for my sodas or whatever. But then I started adding up, and then I was like, okay, so I'll just get like a glass of water. That worked fine for a while, until they started charging for like water. And then I was like, fine, I'll just bring me something from home. So I had like bottles of Coke and stuff. I just put it in the mini fridge, and I would drink that. But then it's like, no, you can't do that. That's so I went through basic training, but it's like, I got hurt. It wasn't their fault. It was mine, because it's what I was told. But anyways, I didn't like make it through basic training, so I I didn't turn in all of my equipment that I was supposed to. So I have one of those. They're called camel packs. It's like you fill it with water, and you do it on those long hikes that people talk about. Cause, yeah, because they don't know what they're talking about. So, anyways, I I kept mine, and I filled that thing up with ice water, and I was working almost 16 hours on a shift. I would fill it up at home because I would go in close towards lunch, and it's like after a while, those things I filled it up in the bathroom, and it's like they really couldn't say anything about it because it wasn't affecting my work, and it kept me hydrated. And because it was so hot in there, those packs actually cooled me down. But then I don't know who it was, but somebody sabotaged my camel pack. So they thought that there was nothing that I could do, but my brother gave me his spare because he went over to Afghanistan, and he didn't turn in all of his stuff he was supposed to from the Navy. And then he didn't turn all his stuff in when he got out of the Army either. Yeah, it's like he kind of found some loopholes. So he was able to bring home a lot of stuff. So it's like we got flags and other stuff that I'm not so sure you could get through customs. But it's like I don't think anything it's like illegal to have. It's just uh, I think it's just that uh, different countries have different ideas that what you could and could not bring. Uh, I liked it when I was doing the basic training and stuff. And it's like what I got hurt doing was just exercises basically. And It's like I've always had problems with my knees, but uh, that's that's why I was uh, sent home from basic training because I was doing exercises, and when I came down, my knee buckled, and I thought I uh, basically broke my knee because my leg went. Uh, it's like when I went down, I went towards the right with my body. My leg on my left side went towards the left. So, and then it's like I heard this sick, wet pop. I knew my knee was blown out. Okay, so we got a new book. But it's like no matter what I did is like I went through the physical therapy that the army told me to do, and then it's like I said, it's like I couldn't do anything because it's like they still sent me home. Yeah, it's kind of sad about that too. Because me and my brother thought that we would like get sent like to the same place and everything. Because that's what they told us that would happen. Because we were like in the same classes and everything. But it didn't happen that way. Because it's like I said, I got sent home, and then he went into yeah, he was I can't remember where he was at first. He was because it was in the Navy. He uh he got sent to like a couple of places before he got put on his first ship. He was on the I think it was like the Ronald Reagan or something. I think that's what that's called. It's the one where Bush went to. It's kind of funny because the president come up to the ship that my brother's on. Everybody's making this big old deal about it. I've heard this from him and also some friends of ours that were on the ship with him. And uh, Bush comes up to us like uh, shake hands with soldiers. Well, my brother just looks at him and is like, "Who are you?" And people were like, couldn't believe what he was doing. I told him, I was like, I can. That's pretty much the way he was. But it's like, he still wouldn't shake his hand. He just basically just brushed him off. Secret Service tried to get involved, but can't remember who it was who talked him out of it. But it was like one of the commanding officers. But my brother did get reprimanded for that. But he would always tell people that But then it's like they set him up because he was on leave. He came home. He was about to go back, and somebody on the ship told him that he can stay. I think it was like a week or so at that back home. So that's what he did. He actually had text messages and voicemail and phone recordings of the conversation, but still they marked him as AWOL because he was gone, and then they wanted him to pay back a certain amount of money that they uh, paid him, and all. It was like a big old mess. So then a friend of ours got him into the army. Well, the army saw his record, and it was like they wanted him, so they did whatever they did and got him a just a basic discharge. There was no honorable or dishonorable or anything. And then they transferred him to the military in the army, and he was there for about 8, 9 years. He planned on making that into a military career, but he got he was in 3 Humvee explosions, and it messed up his right shoulder, his neck, uh, left leg, and it also messed up his right eye. But he got out, and I don't know why the VA does what it does, because it says that they're here to help soldiers, but they made his life miserable. Claimed that he was on certain things that he was not. They prescribed him oxycodone, and then they said that he was abusing it because it was in his system. And he told him no shit is in his system because they told him to take it. So, but there ain't not much that he could have done about that. And we planned on opening up a customizing car shop because we have pretty much everything done. It's like we were going to do it on some land that we own. So we had the license and everything, and then he got sick. It's like he kept griping about his his stomach was hurting, and there was problems keeping food down. But it's like every time you go to the hospital, it's like, oh well, we can't find anything. Until that one day he went there, and it's like he pretty much died on him. So then they finally took him serious. But I don't understand why he had to go that far to take it serious. But they found they called it a spiral ulcer because it was basically burrowing its way through his intestines into his stomach. So they had to open him up, take care of that, and then because of the severity of the incision that they had to make, they left his stomach open so he could heal, and he coded on him twice. They had to put him in an ice pack bath, and then he got so cold they had to take him out of that for him to get into a heat bath, and then he passed away at the hospital. Show that these doctors don't know what they're talking about when they do things. That was like 2-3 months after my mom passed away in the same hospital. It's like we tried to get something done about my mom, but nobody would talk. It's like everybody come up and it's like, oh, we're sorry this happened, and it's like there was some complications, but we're not telling you about it. And then we talked to a lawyer, and it's like the lawyer said we had no case. I mean, it's like I wouldn't have sued him for just to get the money or anything. I just wanted answers, basically. Because my mom's doctor said that she was going in for a routine heart surgery. And it's 95% him and 5% God that she's going to make it. I tried to get my mom to get like a second opinion, but this guy was like one of the best doctors. But obviously he didn't know what he was doing because he was basically experimenting on her from what somebody leaked, and it's like he couldn't bring her back because like what we found out is like she passed out on the operating table, and he kept trying this and trying that, trying to resuscitate her. And it's like we talked to the nurses, and they said they wouldn't like talk about it. And it's kind of sad too because it's only been like a couple years, but it's like the anniversary's coming up, and man, it's like the holidays really make you think about. That was like what I liked about when I was a kid. I had like a huge family. People would come in from things like 5 states, and then We had 3 houses full of people. Now it's like we've lost most of it from like different things. It's like old age, sickness, other things like accidents and stuff. And I mean, it's like I went from a family that had about 500 people come in from holidays and stuff. Now I got maybe 12 people. It's just sad. And some of those don't even come back anymore. Because I mean, I get you get to a certain age, you get married, you have kids, you start your family, you do all that stuff. But it's like you don't have to sever ties with your other family just because you got a new one. And then my brother had a son. Him and his wife haven't really gotten like along a lot because it's mostly his mother-in-law, and she would like take their money and have my brother's wife pay for her bills and stuff, and which I get that pissed my brother off because at one time they had like almost 20 grand in the bank, and she had uh, my brother's wife to pay for uh, her water bill, her house, the electric, and mortgage, and some of the bills that she acquired when she was at the casino. And then my brother would get a phone call and it's like, "Hey, you gotta send me some money so I can pay these bills." And it's like, just deposited 20 grand into that account like 2 days ago, and then it's when he finds out about what his wife has been doing. So they got a divorce, and while he was in the hospital, they're making plans of moving to Texas. So he, it's like my nephew kept making comments about how his real family's in Texas. His real family's here, and I was like, no, your other family is over there. You also have family here, and we're real too, which caused like a big argument between that side of my brother's uh, ex-wife and her family and us. But I kind of figured that my brother knew he wasn't going to make it, so he told my nephew, "Just go. If that's what he really wanted. Just go." So they weren't even gone for like a day because it didn't take them that long just to leave. But it's kind of funny when the wheel got red for my brother, because my nephew thought he was going to get everything that my brother had. It's like when my mom passed, she gave us children, well, gave her children, uh, it's like $150,000 each, and then we each got three parts of the property. So it's like I got the house and some land, and my brother got some land, and my sister got some land. Well, my nephew thought he was going to get all of that. And I was like, oh, I got some bad news for you. Because my brother made me the executor of his will, and my nephew got shit. The look on his face when he realized he didn't get shit. That was hilarious. My brother did leave a a note for him, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll give him this." So he changed his will, which I didn't know about it till after I was told. But there was this car that my brother totaled, so he left him that. It was a pretty nice car, but when my brother wrecked it, it's like it'll cost more than the car's worth to fix it. It had one of those custom paint jobs. It's like chameleon. So that needs to be sanded down to the bare metal and then redone. Then the engine. I think the engine was okay. It just needs to be worked on. But the frame was bent. The tires are pretty much destroyed. So I told him, it's like, that's what you got. And it's like, you could take it or you can leave it. And then he's like, he said he'll take it. So I was like, okay, well, you need to get a tow truck, come and get it, because it's on my property. It's still here. Because my brother told him that they would get a car and they could like work on it and everything. So he was okay with that. And then he started bringing up all these cars that rappers use in their movies, and my brother was like, "We're not getting one of those. We're getting you a reliable car, and all this stuff." Because he wanted basically he wanted a pimp mobile. It's a Cadillac. He wanted it with two doors and basically like a zebra print on the inside, and then he wanted like gold rims, and yeah, my brother was like, no, just get like a basic car that'll take you places that you need to go and run errands and stuff. Of course, his ex-wife was like getting into my nephew's head about everything. It's like she kept saying that he was the true heir. Well, yeah, because my brother didn't have any other kids. It was just a big old mess. I told my brother one day, it's like watching him. And it's like I like kids, but it's like he's the reason why I decided not to have kids. Now it's like I love my nephew, but if if I had kids and they turn out like those, it's like I would I don't know. It's like I just couldn't handle it. I know it's like not all kids are going to turn out just like that, but it's like I saw it's like that's how they could turn out, and I was like, yeah, it's like no, I don't want any. 'Cause at the time, I was happy being single. I think we're all good on this one. Save. So we're on day 20 right now. So go to the menu. Yeah, we still have a couple of things coming soon. Cafe, new items, custom books. So I want to thank you guys for letting me ramble off for a bit. But anyways, thanks for stopping in and checking this video out. And it's like if you haven't like already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and put down in the comments if you know what these books are, because I don't know what the quartz books or the Fogborn are. But it's like I do know that they're parodies of actual books. But like I say, if you do know what they are, please put in a comment what they are, because I really do want to know. But anyways, thanks for stopping in, and I hope you guys come back for the next video.